Our voices have been heard, and Sonny is finally a playable character. He got his River City Girls look, which makes him look like he is sleep deprived, and that affects his moves and it shows.
Good night.
Be sure to stay awake till the end of the video, like and subscribe while praying for our Bimmy and Jammy DLC as well. I would like to point out one thing real quick. His running attack is dodge attack from the move list. This move is great as it can knock up enemies that are laying on the ground, starting out with his real action move, Dragon Dance. This does up to 4 stun hits. During the startup of Dragon Dance, Sonny is partially invincible, similar to Billy's Whirlwind Dragon. Each hit of Dragon Dance tries to drag the enemy towards Sonny, but sometimes won't get all of his hits in, as he is actually moving slightly toward the direction he used Dragon Dance, taking the hitbox with him. When it comes to following up with specials, his neutral special is the best as it hits on both sides of Sonny. For his up special, the enemies are required to be in front of Sonny to get hit. And for side special, if you want to get the knock damage in, then it's usually better to not extend his side special too long. Going on to his neutral special, Feigning Dragon does 4 hits. The first and last are knock damage, and the second and third are stun hits. It's unfortunate the move ends in mid-air as Sonny has no air special, so this is a high risk move. Hitting an enemy in mid-air is actually not bad as it does better than most multi-hit specials. It's even better to hit an enemy that is laying on the ground. This move does miss even when getting the first hit, but if Sonny can land the second or third hit, then he usually never misses the final hit. This is the only special that Sonny has that the startup hits both in front and behind him. This also makes Sonny face the opposite direction he faced when using Feigning Dragon. Sometimes when Sonny cancels into Feigning Dragon, the result becomes a 2-hit move, as his attack no longer does a high jump. This may be a glitch for Sonny, but this have its uses, as Feigning Dragon's biggest weakness is Sonny being in midair with no way to be safe when he lands. This actually prevents Sonny from taking a big risk when he's not ready for it, and just wants to be able to defend himself from the enemies around him. Sonny can cancel with up special during the first hit, and follow up again with a second Feigning Dragon in the same combo. To do this glitch somewhat consistently, do his action move, and cancel into Feigning Dragon when at least one enemy is getting hit and being pushed in the direction of Sonny's back, plus position near his back. It's easier to achieve this when Sonny does an action move in a group of enemies. Next, side special, Dragon's Regret does 2 stun hits and 1 knock hit, but holding down the special button will extend Dragon's Regret up to 14 stun hits and 1 knock hit, while extending Sonny is invincible to enemies' attacks. The only way to hit all of his stun hits is by doing Dragon's Regret in a corner of an area with a physical wall, as constantly hitting an enemy with Dragon's Regret against a wall will slowly push the enemy away from Sonny's range, and eventually Sonny will miss his attacks. If you move against a wall, you will see the direction the enemy will be pushed to naturally. To get the most out of Dragon's Regret, hitting an enemy that is standing on the ground is best. When extending Dragon's Regret, the enemies that were hit will eventually be unable to keep up with Sonny's speed, so it is possible to cancel into neutral special to hit the enemies he passed. If the enemy is in front of Sonny, then he can cancel into up special, or just let go of the special button and let him do the knock damage portion of Dragon's Regret as it hits both sides of Sonny. It can also hit enemies that are laying on the ground as well. It is possible to follow up with both of his specials when letting the knock damage portion hit land. The timing is strict to cancel successfully, but this does a lot more damage if it's successful. Lastly, up and down special, Sleeping Dragon. Don't sleep on this move as it does up to 4 different knock hits, but most of the time, only 3 hits will land. When Sonny lands from the second hit, he can cancel into both his neutral and side special. He can also cancel just as he is about to land when attempting to do the third hit. Doing this, the third hit won't do any damage though. While it is possible to follow up with any special after the third hit, but in the end, it depends on the enemy's position and how close they are to Sonny. The closer, the better for his neutral special. His side special usually catches the enemy. Extending, however, will do lesser damage as Sonny will most likely miss the stun hit. Sonny shows signs of being partially invincible during the startup until he lands from the first 2 hits, then becomes vulnerable. Here are some flashy combos that can be done on enemies that can get stunned by normal attacks. And that's it for this video. Let us know in the comments below if we've missed anything and which character would you like to see next.